guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I have a book haul, another haul, because I have no self-control. No, actually, most of these books are from Christmas and Black Friday because Book Outlet, my favorite online used bookstore, was having a sale where basically all their books were $5.99. So I got a bunch of books that actually have been wanting to read, so obviously I picked them up while they were cheap. And then the rest of them, I have some that were like sent to me by some of you guys and publishers and authors and stuff. So we're gonna go through these, and then there are a couple that I picked up for videos and such. So this is a mix of horror, extreme horror, thriller. I have some fantasy in there, and then there's three nonfiction books. So let's start with the Book Outlet stuff because that was kind of like my main reason for buying books, right? So I have a couple fantasy books here. People are like yelling at me to stop reading fantasy, but I like want to read fantasy and I want to see if I find something that I like. So I'm gonna keep trying. I've heard really great things about this author, Samantha Shannon. I think this is a new book that came out in 2023. This is A Day of the Fallen Night. I think it's a prequel to The Priory of the Orange Tree, but I think it said that this could be read as a standalone prequel to The Priory of the Orange Tree. I don't even know what that's about or what this is about. All I know is that it's like 1,000 pages. And I'm scared to read this, but I'm intrigued. It's almost 900 pages. What is this about? I have no idea. All I know is that I open it up and there's a glossary in the back with words that like literally don't make sense. So I'm probably gonna have an aneurysm trying to read this. I don't even know. This is very intimidating to me, but I heard great things, so I don't know. I don't know. This scares me genuinely. Tunerva, already, brain. Tunerva is a sister of the Priory. For 50 years, she's been trained to slay worms with a Y, but none have appeared since the Nameless One, and the younger generation is starting to question the Priory's purpose. In the queendom of Ionis, Sabrin the Ambitious has married the new king of Hroth. Am I gonna have to film a spoiler video about this? Because I am already like, my brain is not computing. Cling, cling, cling. Oh, you Catman. Drip, water, splish, splash, drip, water, splash, splash. That's my brain trying to comprehend this right now. Is this in English? I have no idea. What did I do? For $5.99, I guess I'm gonna torture myself, so that's great. Then I picked up this one that I've heard great things about. It's Empire of the Vampire. This is dark fantasy. This is book one. I think it's a trilogy. I love floppy paperbacks. I love them so much. This is like McKay's favorite book, so I'm really intrigued. I don't know what this one is about. Obviously vampires. It's been 27 years since the last sunrise. For nearly 3 decades, vampires have waged war against humanity, building their empire even as they tear down our own. Here we go with the ball. Snow! This place is a zoo. This place is a literal zoo. But this is, let me see. Now only a few tiny sparkles of light endure in a sea of darkness. Gabriel is a Silver Saint, a member of the Holy Brotherhood, dedicated to defending the realm and church from the creatures of the night. I don't know. What is this about? I have no idea. But I'm intrigued, and I heard nothing but great things about it. And then I picked up one more fantasy from them, and it's Legends and Lattes. Why did I pick this up? I have no idea. Probably horrible, right? Probably something I'm going to hate, but like, I don't know. I'm trying. I don't know. This is about like a coffee shop. They like create a coffee shop. I don't know. It's like Dungeons and Dragons type shit. What is this about? I don't know. It's cozy fantasy and it's short, so I was like, oh, maybe I'll like this more than like, I don't know. Okay, moving into like thrillers and horror from Book Outlet. The first one is a Tiffany D. Jackson. It's allegedly. This is the only Tiffany D. Jackson that I don't own, I believe, and one that I still need to read. But this is a YA thriller. I absolutely love her books. I love her writing and I love her stories. But this is about this woman, Mary. She's accused of killing a baby, allegedly. It says a white baby has died while under the care of a church-going black woman and her 9-year-old daughter. And the public convicted her and the jury made it official. But did she do it? She won't say if she actually did it or not. She went to jail for 6 years and now she's in a group home. And we're just kind of following her journey from there. It's like, did she actually do it? Did she not? And I absolutely love her books, love her writing, and I love how they all have like meaning and depth to them. So I'm so interested in checking this one out. Then the next thriller that I picked up is Not So Perfect Strangers by L.S. Stratton. This is something about a woman who leaves an abusive marriage and then like runs into this other woman pounding on her car window, begging to be let in. An angry man is after her. So you're following these two women as they're like trying to escape their lives and just things keep going wrong. I don't know what this is about specifically, but I remember seeing a lot of good reviews about it. So we'll check this one out together. Next is The Stranger in the Mirror by Liv Constantine. This is about a woman who's preparing to get married, but she's not looking forward to her wedding day. He doesn't know who she really is. She's living kind of like a secret life. It says a few years ago, a driver rescued her bleeding from the side of the highway and her physical wounds healed, but her memories never returned. She doesn't know her real name. And then her husband's like trying to figure out the pieces to the puzzle. So heard good things about this one. This one's been out for a while. And then I have two more from Book Outlet. The next one is Beartown by Frederick Bachman. Hear great things about this one. It's about a hockey team, and it's now a series on HBO. I always hear great things about this. I only read one book by him before, which I did not like, which is Anxious People. So I'm hoping I like some of his other books because I own like a lot of them, but that one just didn't vibe with me for some reason. I'm hearing that this one is like sad. Yeah, this is about like a hockey team. It says the semifinal match becomes the catalyst for a violent act that will leave a young girl traumatized and a town in turmoil. I don't know. I don't know what this is about, but we'll see. It says that it's gut-wrenching. Then the last one from Book Outlet is, whoops, I just dropped a book on the floor. The Child Thief by Brahm. I read Krampus by Brahm and I read Slewfoot. And I really like his writing. He's super talented. I love his artwork and I've been wanting to check out The Child Thief, hear great things. I don't know, this is supposed to be, is this supposed to be about like Peter Pan? It's like a horror, dark fantasy twist on Peter Pan, I think. I hear great things and I am just looking forward into diving into this one because I love like the artwork and his books are just stunning. Like, look at this. So good. Okay, next, let's get into, some of you guys sent me a few books and thank you so much. Since filming my last vlog, I did get a couple, so I wanted to share them and just, you know, I love going through and saying thank you to everyone. So first, the author, Otis Bateman, sent me 2 of his books and personalized them. He put them in this little bag. It says, I hope you're doing good. Thanks for all your support. It means the world to me. And then he personalized both of them for me. I am obsessed with I Am Simply Not There. I've talked about it on my channel a million times. Definitely go check this one out if you love extreme horror, splatterpunk. It's really disturbing and disgusting. It's about a stalker. This guy, he's stalking an author. Absolutely love this one. And then he sent me his new book, My Vice is Your Unfathomable Agony, which is the newest release from him. And I can't wait to check this one out. I've been really looking forward to reading this one. It's about a mob guy who like upsets the big boss man, or it's about two wannabe mobsters. They upset the big boss, and now like chaos and violent acts have ensued. So definitely looking forward to checking this one out. Go check out I Am Simply Not There. I love Otis Bateman's work. So yeah, thank you so much. I love little notes like this, so that means a lot to me. Then Oz sent me a Haley Piper book, Queen of Teeth. All I know is that this is about a woman who has teeth in her vajayjay and tentacles, I believe. She has vagina dentata, a side effect of a rare genetic condition caused by alpha-beta pharmaceutical when she and several thousand of others were still in the womb. So she was like a drug experiment. Love that. I hear that this has some like sci-fi element to it, but it's also horror. So I can't wait to read this one. Thank you so much. This one sounds so cool and so up my alley. And then Claudia, my book sugar mama, who just like loves to buy me books all the time, sent me 2 extreme horror books. The first one is Everything's Gotta Be Love or Death by Stephen Cooper. This one is a short little extreme horror. It says, who could possibly be miserable by vacationing on a beautiful sunny island with his best friend surrounded by people having a wonderful time? Brandon. Brandon could. Me. I could. He hates everything about himself, or he hates everything about his life, himself most of all. Hates it so much he begun contemplating just ending it rather than dragging himself through another boring day of being a nothing and a nobody and a pathetic loser. But then he met Vince. Mysterious, handsome, dangerous stranger with a proposition. One simple act that would change things forever. A deed Brandon couldn't go back on, which would give him the chance he'd so desperately desired. Want to kill someone. Ooh, this sounds so good. I've been hearing really great things about this one. I can't wait to read it for a video. And then same thing with the next one. I hear great things about this one. It's called Only Psychos by Daniel Volpe. It says, who will survive the storm? There's a blizzard, and Anna and her 2 children are without power and the temperature is plummeting. Their situation seems bleak, but a break in the storm gives them a chance at salvation, and she flees her home hoping to find safety in a local hotel, but what she finds is madness. It says Scott is a man on the run. His travel partner, Mary, is the quiet type, but that doesn't bother Scott. The severed pinky he keeps in his pocket is all the distraction he needs. Jackie and Beau, 2 young lovers and budding porn stars, have left their simple lives for one of an adventure, and their wild trek across the states, a blizzard puts a damper on their plans. Forced to stay in a hotel. So all these people are snowed in together, I'm assuming. This sounds so intriguing. I can't wait to read both of these for video, so thank you so much, Claudia. I need to really get on. There are a couple books that she sent me before that I need to read, like ASAP, but I'm really excited for these. Then Sophie sent me this book here. I think she was the one that recommended this to me. It's a nonfiction called Notes on a Silencing. It's a memoir by Lacey Crawford. This is about a school. It's about elite St. Paul's school recently came under state investigation after extensive reports of sexual abuse on campus. Lacey thought she had put behind the assaults she suffered decades before at age 15. Her criminal case file reopens and she saw for the first time evidence corroborating her memories, depictions of the hardworking girl she'd been, as well as the proof of an institutional silencing. Slander and lack of adult concern that she experienced as a student hadn't been imagined. They were actions of a school that prized its reputation above anything, even a child. This sounds really gut-wrenching and horrific. I loved, why can't I think of the freaking name of it right now? Know My Name by Chanel Miller. And she recommended this one to me, and I can't wait to read this, but I know it's going to be heavy and probably like make me depressed, but I was just floored by some of the things that I read about in that book and how like women are treated with, you know, sexual assault cases and things like that. So this one's going to be a heavy read, but thank you so much, Sophie. I can't wait to be traumatized in the future. And Kristen sent me this book here, The Butterfly Garden by Dot Hutchinson. This is a very popular one that you've probably read. This is about these women that have been kidnapped. Yeah, young women who have been kidnapped and tattooed to resemble their names. They're called the Butterflies. And it says, overseeing it all is a gardener, a brutal, twisted man obsessed with capturing and preserving his lovely specimens. When the garden is discovered, a survivor is brought in for questioning. The FBI are tasked with piecing together one of the most stomach-churning cases of their careers. So, yeah, this one is this a thriller or horror, or it might be like a mix, but this is a super popular one. I can't stop hearing about this one. It's been on my list forever. I'm really looking forward to reading this and seeing what all the hype is about, but it sounds really disturbing and fucked up, and I love that. So thank you so much, Kristen. I can't wait to share my thoughts with you. Then I was sent these two books by the publisher. This is called Sociopath. It's a memoir by Patrick Gagney. She is a psychiatrist, and I thought that this was super interesting because this is a psychiatrist and it's a memoir, but she is a sociopath. So I just thought that this was super interesting because it says, well before she started kindergarten, she made others uncomfortable and felt nothing and just always felt empty inside. Of course, you know, when she got older in college taking psychology, she realized she's a sociopath. It says she gets a glimpse of a future beyond her diagnosis. If she's capable of love, it must mean that she isn't a monster, because she eventually reconnects with this old flame and feels love. So it says, with the help of her sweetheart and the people she meets along the way, she sets out to become a psychologist herself and prove to the millions of Americans who share her diagnosis that they aren't monsters either. So I love this. I love psychology, learning about mental health, different mental health diagnoses, and this sounds so up my alley. As well as the next one. This is like a nonfiction comedy, but this is Dumb Ideas by Eric Andre and Dan Curry. This is behind the scenes expose on making pranks and other stupid creative endeavors and how you can also too. So I love this because if you know me, I love comedy, I love comedians, I love just stupid shit, right? And that's my thing, right? There's some like behind the scenes stuff in here. I just absolutely love like prank shows and comedy shows, comedy like sketch shows. You guys know I love comedy. Comedy is my thing, so I can't wait to read this one, hopefully get a couple laughs. And there's a lot of like behind the scenes stuff about the Eric Andre show in here, so I can't wait to check this one out. It just looks like such a cool, funny read. You know, I love Jackass, things like that, so right up my alley. Then these are just a couple random books that I picked up. Amazon was like having a sale and stuff. So I got 3 Sarah J Maas books. I know. What are you thinking, Meg? What are you thinking? I got the second book to Agatar, A Court of Mist and Fury, because I just need to know. Listen, I just need to know. I have this problem where like, yeah, I hated the first book, but everyone loves the second book. So I just need to know. I'm going to be filming a video on this one. I'm going to be giving you the tea, spoiling it, giving my reactions. It's over 600 pages. That makes me a little nervous, but I just need to know. Okay, that's all there is to it. And then I picked up Throne of Glass and The Assassin's Blade. So this one is a prequel to this series. This is about an assassin, like a female assassin. I don't know. I really don't understand the back. She has to win her freedom. If she defeats 23 murderers, thieves, and warriors in a competition, she will be released from prison to serve as the king's champion. I don't know. Whatever. I hear that this one is probably her best series for me because it doesn't have much romance in it. So that was like the thing that was gross to me about Agatar. So I'm looking forward to reading this one for a video. And then I got Assassin's Blade because I wasn't sure if I should read this one first, but then a lot of people told me, a lot of people said no, read it after like the second or the third book, and then some people say yes, read it in the beginning. I don't really think it matters, but I don't know, I got both of them. Then I picked up 2 thrillers recommended to me by you guys. The first one is The Last Thing to Burn by Will Dean. This is like a little shorty. I love this. This is gonna be like a quick, like easy thriller probably. Her husband calls her Jane, but that's not her real name. She lives in a small cottage. It looks like there's space, but she's trapped. No one knows she's there. People rarely come to visit her on this farm. If he doesn't like what she sees, she's punished. And now it says she has been trying to escape, but it seems impossible. And now she's watching him and waiting. So sounds super intriguing. This just sounds like a quick, easy thriller, and I just need that in my life. And I'm super intrigued about this one. And then the other one that I picked up is by Liz Nugent, Lying in Wait. I hear this is kind of a slower burn book, I believe I was told, but everyone tells me that this author is amazing, and you guys have been telling me to read books from her for a very long time now. Sounds so good. It says, my husband did not mean to kill Annie, but the lying tramp deserved it. Love this. So this is about a woman named Lydia. She's like married to this rich, well-respected judge in this nice house. They have an only son named Lawrence that they're devoted to, but he killed this woman. And here it says she is a drug-addled prostitute that they were out with late at night on a deserted stretch, and like no one knows why they were hanging out together, right? And it says they stuff her body into the trunk of the car and bury it. And it says, oh, well, she was a junkie from the wrong side of the track. Surely no one will miss her or care to discover what happened to her. Don't worry, the police were here. They said that the people like didn't even matter. God, this sounds so good. I can't wait to read from this author. You guys have been telling me about her for like a year now, and I finally listened. And then I have 3 more here. These were just random purchases. The first one is Fetal Backwash by Judith Sonnet. This is banned from Amazon. You can no longer get a physical copy, but it is on Godless. This is about a woman who's like a trailer trash woman, and she just gave birth, and obviously it's supposed to be a baby, but it's something demonic. So this is crazy, wild, extreme horror. Obviously banned on Amazon, so it's probably wild, but I can't wait to check this one out. I love Judith Sonnet. And then I picked up an Erin Beauregard. This is another little shorty. This is The Cup. So this is very, very short, 65 pages. It says, Mickey and Ben were searching for the cure to boredom, and they find this old man who is frail and weathered, and his body no longer able to please his wife. So he was hoping that the boys would. He just wanted his Bessie to feel pleasure. He wanted it so bad that he needed to see it with his own eyes. And like everything goes wrong. So what? He hires these 2 boys to come over and have sex with his elderly wife. Okay, living for that. And then last but not least is Killing Stalking Volume 5. Finally, I got my hands on the next volume of Killing Stalking. I absolutely love this manhwa. You guys know I would die for this. I can't wait to continue this series about our fucked up little abusive thing going on here. Psychological horror at its best, and I can't wait to continue this story. I think there might be 1 more volume coming out in the United States. Please help me. Please let me know. Am I wrong? Is there more? How long is this? This is going on for an eternity. But anyways, I can't wait to continue this story. I absolutely love this. It's so well done. Hi children, I'm back. I'm back. I constantly do this thing where like every time I film a haul, every time I film a haul, I end up like getting more books after I film the haul because I don't post them right away. And now I'm like, you know what, I might as well just show these other books because I did my book of the month and my Aardvark book club boxes, and then someone sent me a book, so I'm like, I might as well just include them, right? I usually skip book of the month, and even most of the time I skip Aardvark book club book, whatever, the Aardvark one. A lot of the times I skip them, but recently, I don't know, there were just some books that I wanted this month for a change. So I figured I would show those, and I didn't get the one from the Aardvark book club yet, so that still has to be delivered, but I'm still going to show you like what I picked this month, etc. Starting here, I picked this book up because it was half off on Amazon, and I've been seeing it in a bunch of people's best books of 2023 video, so it piqued my curiosity. But it's Strange Sally Diamond by Liz Nugent. This one, it's about a neurodivergent girl. It says, you know, she prefers routines, like people are confusing and hard to read. She has difficulty making small talk. Low-key sounds like me, right? I'm neurodivergent. And it says she was adopted at the age of 7 by a psychiatrist. She can't remember any details about her childhood, and now at 43 she finds the truth coming into a sharp focus when her past becomes headline news. She endured something unthinkable as a child, and now the entire world knows exactly who she is and was. So, I don't know, I've been hearing nothing but wonderful things. Obviously, I've heard nothing but wonderful things about this author. As you saw, I also purchased one of her books recommended by you guys, so I can't wait to dive into this one. I just keep seeing 5 stars everywhere. And then a book was sent to me by one of you guys. This is from Juan. He sent me Ex-Boogeyman by Christopher Triana. This one is like a slasher, like Friday the 13th, Scream sort of vibe. So this is about this guy who has appeared in like 15 films, and he became one of the most recognizable faces of the 80s because he was in this like slasher movie franchise. But that was 30 years ago. It's now 2010, and he's been a celebrity, and it says he learns that this studio is remaking this lunatic franchise. And he thinks that it's his chance for a comeback, but the studio isn't interested in resurrecting his fame. They want to reboot it and have this new face and have a new start. Then it says he slowly like slips into madness. He descends into madness, and I don't know if he like becomes an actual like slasher serial killer. Sounds interesting. I can't wait to read this one. Thank you so much. And then I wanted to show you my book picks from Book of the Month because I've been skipping pretty much every single month, and then finally they had a book that I've really been wanting to read, and it's The Fury by Alex Michaelides. This is just about a bunch of like movie stars that go to this Greek, I don't know, this like Greek vacation, and there's been a murder. I don't know. I'm really intrigued by this one. I've heard good things so far. Really love The Silent Patient. You guys know this. So people have been asking me to vlog this one, so I might vlog this for February. I'm so excited because I've been waiting to get my hands on these. This is The Mystery Guest by Nita Prose. This is the second book to The Maid. I absolutely love The Maid. So outside of my comfort zone. It's a cozy mystery. I've really been looking forward to reading this sequel. So again, this is just another little cozy mystery following Molly the Maid. I can't wait to dive into this one. Then last but not least, I got another add-on, which is the new Jennifer McMahon. I've really been looking forward to reading this one. I love her writing. So this is about this woman, Allison. She's this picture-perfect family with her husband and her 2 daughters. She has a teenager and elementary school aged daughter, and you know, she's putting up holiday decorations when she gets a call. And it says, Mavis, her estranged mother, has been diagnosed with cancer and only has weeks to live. She wants to spend her remaining days with her daughter, son-in-law, and 2 granddaughters. But you know, she grew up with her mother's alcoholism and violent abuse and has little desire to relive those traumatic memories. But of course, you know, they do it, and mysterious, increasingly terrifying things start to happen upon Mavis's arrival. So I can't wait to read this one. I love her. I love her books. I love her writing. It really works for me. So I've been looking forward to this one for a while, and I was like debating on buying it full price, but I was like, no, I'm gonna hold out until Book of the Month has something that I actually want, and then I'm gonna use it as an add-on, which is what I did. Then I got 2 books from Aardvark Book Club. Like I said, I will just pop them up on the screen because they didn't come yet. So the first one is a new thriller. It's called Where You End by Abbott Collar, about amnesia. It says, when Kat wakes up from a coma, she sees her mirror image Jude, her twin sister. Jude's face and name are the only memories that she has from the accident. She tries to make sense of things, and she thinks that Jude is going to provide answers to her questions, such as who am I, where am I, what actually happened. But Jude sees an irresistible opportunity. She can give her sister a brand new past. So she like tells her that she had this perfect childhood, and it says, but who are the mysterious people following Kat? And what explains her uncontrollable flashes of violent anger, which begin to jeopardize a sweet new romance. So now she's trying to untangle fact from fiction because her sister's like just fucking with her head. So this one just sounds really good. And then I also picked up this one called Rabbit Hole by Kate Brody. This one is a character study. From what I was reading, it's like a slow burn character study. It's not a thriller. People have been rating this low because they go into it thinking that it's a thriller, but I like slow burn character driven, like character study type books, so this actually sounded up my alley. It's supposed to be a mystery, but we'll see. So this one, it says, conspiracy theories from Reddit seduce a disaster prone woman into an obsession with solving her older sister's cold case disappearance. 10 years ago, her sister went missing, her case remains unsolved, and now her father, Mark, has killed himself. So now she's like falling down this like Reddit rabbit hole, relatable. It says it quickly gets her into hot water with her boyfriend, her long lost half brother, her colleagues, and they're just trying to solve this case as to what happened to her sister. I don't know. Just based on the review so far, it made me add that one on. I like wasn't sure about it, so I started looking up reviews and people were like, this isn't a thriller, this is a slow burn character study about grief or whatever, and I was like, okay, sounds up my alley. So those are the books that I picked for this month, and I think that's it. That's all that I got. Finally, I'm done. So yeah, that is my book haul. Let me know if you want to see any of these in vlogs or whatever, and I will do that for you, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!